better in Game 4 than we did Game 3, but they still had a little too much zone possession time for our liking, but they're playing really well. It's three really good components to a dangerous line.
We've talked a lot about Roman this year. I think a lot of people saw him as maybe a seventh defenseman coming into the season. It doesn't seem to bother him. He just wants to get out there and show that he can play. And is that a good characteristic to have in a defenseman?
Oh, it's a good characteristic to have in any person. It doesn't matter what job you're doing, but I mean, he's just a hockey player, and he's a competitor. So whatever, how many minutes we need to use him, he's giving us everything he has all the time, whether we play 22 minutes or we play him 16.
How important has he been to the penalty kill?
He's been instrumental to the penalty kill. He's been instrumental to our dressing room. I mean, we've talked about how much of an impact, a positive impact he's had on us on the ice and off the ice. He's just he's someone that we couldn't imagine playing without right now.
Jim, after Game 3 against Nashville, you said you thought you guys had been the better team in 3 games, even though you're down 1-2. Here you're 2-2. Series looks incredibly even. Do you feel like you're the better team the way you were against Nashville?
No, I don't think we've been able to do that yet. I think it's been a dead even series, and I think that's why this is a true 2-2 series. They've had moments where they've been the better team. We've had moments where we've been the better team, and someone's eventually going to prevail with the way they play the best.
Did you like the way the minutes were distributed last night?
On our team? Yeah, I did. I wanted to get more minutes to the Faxi line. They did that. I wish we could have got more minutes to the Dowling line, but that didn't materialize because they were behind and weren't playing the line that I wanted to play them against. So, but everybody else, like the minutes were right in line where they're usually at their best.
Is this similar to the Nashville situation where you guys get a little bit of confidence and now you have to see if you can build on it?
A lot of questions about the Nashville series.
Well,
Everything.
well,
The series have gone so much the same. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, we can draw on that experience, but it's a completely different series because we're not surging ahead. It's a dead even series, and now we need to surge ahead, and that's where we need to find another level and take charge. It would be nice to get the lead in this series and see how St. Louis responds to being. They haven't been behind in a series all playoffs.
Ben was just saying sometimes you're a little bit happy with winning as a team. Do you see that at all, and is that something you guys have talked about?
Well, we haven't talked about it, but I think the experience of going through this, it hardens you, and I think that twice we haven't been as good after winning, so we got to be better this time.
Why do you say that? You say you haven't been as good after winning. What has been the noticeable dip that when you went back and watched it, Jim, you saw that's where we weren't as good?
Desperation and urgency in our game. We seem to be like last night. We came out, we skated, we competed, and it was we're going to take this game, and that is not there after we've won. And when I say 2 games, I thought there was a little bit of a hangover with that from Game 6, winning Nashville to start in Game 1, and then after winning Game 2, how we started Game 3.
You say desperate and urgency. Is that another way to say effort?
No, effort's there. I understand how you can correlate the two, but there's effort, and then there's desperation, diving for pucks, staying on pucks, not leaving the area. It is effort, but there's a desperation you need. Like I watched the Bruins-Columbus game, and there was desperation by both teams, and that was what we needed last night, and we had it all night long.
Coach, how much can you tell this region's hopes and the Dallas Stars is growing?
Pardon me?
How much can you tell that the fan base, their hopes are continuing to grow?
It's been unreal to watch the fan base grow, like not only inside American Airlines Center, but specifically outside, whether it's the Plaza events or even driving around in Frisco. I see all kinds of cars with the Dallas Stars flags hanging out. Usually it's Cowboy flags.
What did you see from